Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tarda Zone. This is the Tarda Zone Talk. So, the media have picked up on a little thing that RTD said. Apparently, this was said in the Doctor Who magazine, but went over people's heads at the time. And he was asked the question, as we're just starting out season 2 on Disney Plus, are you already in the planning stages for season 3? Now, as you know, before I get into this, he did recently, 2 days before the premiere, talk about a potential pause or hiatus for the show. But here was his response when he was asked that question. We always look ahead to the future if we get a chance to keep it running. Now, a lot of people have missed the context here. I'll read it again. We'll always look ahead to the future if we get the chance to keep it running. He says, I've got ideas. I think I'll do that near season 4 or 5. And that's always the way I've worked on things. So yes, I could promise you amazing stuff at the end of season 4. So he said again, context is everything here. He could. So there are things we've already mentioned that are going to bear fruit a long time into the future. So that's just the fun of it. That's just the fun of Doctor Who. But to say again, it's the pit stops along the way. Now, of course, predictably, a certain person out there has latched onto this and has taken this as gospel that we're actually getting a season 3, season 4 and season 5. But when you actually read it and you read the context of what he said here, it doesn't mean that there's a season 3, a season 4 and a season 5 on the way. Because he says, if we get a chance to keep it running. And then right at the end there, it's the pit stops along the way. So still talking about a possible pause or a hiatus. So no decision has been made. As we know, no decision will be made until after season 2 airs. But for people jumping on this and thinking all of a sudden this means we're getting season 3, 4 and 5, it does not mean that at all. And as usual, people out there are jumping the gun. 2 days before the premiere, he talked about a possible hiatus. Why would the showrunner talk about a possible hiatus when the season 2 premiere is about to start? It actually makes no sense, okay, that he would say that 2 days before. Now, my theory on that is he was hoping by saying what he said that he'd boost the ratings. But as you know, Doctor Who's first episode of season 2 got 2 million views. 2 million, folks, right? So it's continued the downward spiral from the last episode which aired, which was the Christmas special. So this does not mean that a season 3, 4 and 5 is in the can. This is RTD just basically saying, well, if we got the go ahead, he says he's got ideas. So if we get a chance to keep it running, I'll repeat, if we get a chance to keep it running, it's the pit stops along the way. So he's still talking about a hiatus and he's saying if they get the chance, he will be ready. Okay, so this does not mean that there's a season 3 coming. And with the ratings and the way they're going, and by the way, I did put up the live ratings. People were tuning out while they were watching the episode. Also, I've showed you that a view on BBC iPlayer, you just have to be watching 1 minute. And Disney Plus do not put ratings out for Doctor Who, which I've shown receipts as well. So listen, as I said, stop listening to people out there, right, that are telling you falsehoods here. RTD has explained it here. I don't know how clear it has to be. And that recent interview for Newsround also told you where we are with this show. The future is uncertain, folks. And with the current state of Disney, again, losing money on the Snow White movie, you know, it would be incredibly illogical for Disney Plus to be pumping more money into a Doctor Who show that has failed. And it has failed, by the way. People could spin the ratings all they want, okay? The overnights are not great. And, you know, the consolidated figures are not going to be great either. This is a disaster of epic proportions. And I'm telling you now, Disney would be absolutely crazy to pump more money into this when they keep losing money on other IPs that they own and have created or have bought. So don't be listening to people out there, right? RTD has made it clear in his latest interview and has made it clear here, right? There are pit stops along the way, and if he gets a chance to keep it running, if he gets the chance to keep it running. So he is actually doubling down on what he said on those interviews with Newsround. But some fans out there just can't accept that there's a possibility that this show is going to go away for a couple of years and want to go and attack fans. And it doesn't matter what they say, it doesn't matter what they do, and it doesn't matter how they behave. The bottom line is the showrunner 2 days before the premiere of season 2 said there was a possibility of a pause and a hiatus, and he has doubled down with those comments. The context is everything here with this question and his answer, but people just want to see season 3, 4 and 5 and forget about the context here, okay? So no decision as of yet will be made until the end of this season airs. But if you were to ask me, Disney, I think, have already made their decision. I think RTD actually knows that a decision has been made. They may just look at the numbers just to see before they come out with the definite announcement. But be under no illusion, Doctor Who is in serious trouble right now. It's not doing well, and I would see it as crazy, right, if Disney pumped more money into this. I just can't see it happening personally. I would be absolutely shocked. But all indicators and all the people out there in the know have been told that Disney is gone. So we'll wait and see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I will talk to you real soon. I'll talk to you tonight, 6 p.m. for the first panel review of the first episode of the second season. And it should be very interesting indeed. So I'll see you there soon. Have a good evening. Talk to you. Bye.